What's up everyone? As you already know, Pedro here, and today I'd like to invite you to join me as I lay bare my pre-flop strategy and challenge you to try and outplay me. But hey, heads up, this video will have some deeper explanations. If it's your first time here, check out our previous videos so you don't get lost. I'm literally going to tell you how I play before the flop, and the question is, can you do it? Even with my cards and tactics essentially exposed, I bet you'll still have a hard time getting the best of me. Why? Because a solid strategy is about more than just the cards in my hand. It's about how I play them. In this video and article, I'll reveal exactly how I approach the pre-flop phase of Texas Hold'em poker, why it's so crucial, and how you can use this knowledge to anticipate my moves. Consider this your personal invitation to step into my mind at the poker table. Think you can beat me once you know my strategy? Stick around and let's find out. Why pre-flop strategy matters. Understanding my pre-flop strategy and pre-flop strategy in general is crucial for any serious poker player. In poker, the term pre-flop refers to everything that happens before the community cards are dealt. It's the first betting round, when you only know your own 2 hole cards. This stage might seem simple, but it's actually the foundation upon which your entire game is built. If you make poor decisions pre-flop, like playing the wrong hands or betting irresponsibly, you're setting yourself up for trouble on later streets. On the other hand, if you get the pre-flop decisions right, you'll make your life much easier after the flop. Players with well thought out pre-flop strategies tend to be rewarded with easier decisions and better results down the line. Pre-flop is the most frequently played and most important phase of a hand. Every single hand of poker involves a pre-flop decision, whereas not every hand goes to a flop, turn, or river. By knowing how I approach this critical phase, you can better anticipate my actions and make more informed decisions at the table. Think of it like building a house. If the foundation is solid, the rest of the structure will be strong. But if the foundation is weak or shaky, the house won't stand for long. Pre-flop strategy is that foundation. Getting it right means you'll enter the pot in a strong position. Getting it wrong means you'll constantly find yourself in tough marginal situations later. So, if you want to beat me, or any good player, you first need to understand the choices I'm making before the flop even comes down. Common pre-flop mistakes made by players. Before I dive deeper into my own strategy, let's talk about some common mistakes many players make during the pre-flop phase. These are errors that cost people a lot of chips, and being aware of them is the first step to avoiding them. Playing too many hands. Many beginners play every hand they're dealt, but poker rewards selectivity and patience. Playing too many weak or marginal hands often leads to trouble, forcing difficult decisions when you don't hit the flop. Successful players typically fold a lot pre-flop and only play the stronger hands or situations. Failing to adjust to table dynamics. The way you should play depends on how the other players at your table are playing. If the table is tight, you can open up your game and steal more pots. If the table is aggressive, you need to tighten up and pick stronger hands to fight back. Failing to adjust means you might be playing the same way regardless of whether everyone else is playing cautious or crazy, and that's a recipe for disaster. Ignoring table position. Position is hugely important in poker, yet many novices either don't understand it or ignore it. A common error is playing the same range of hands from early position, axe first, as you would in late position, axe last. Early position requires very strong hands, whereas late position allows you to widen your range. Ignoring position is like driving without side mirrors. You're going to miss a lot of what's coming at you. Getting too attached to your hands. Many players get emotionally attached to a hand and refuse to fold even when all signs point to trouble. You must be ready to muck a hand when the situation turns bad. Smart players are ruthless about folding when they know they're behind. My pre-flop strategy: hand selection, position, and betting tactics. Now let's get into the meat of it, my personal pre-flop strategy. I'll break it down into 3 main pillars. 1. Hand selection. 2. Table position. And 3. Betting tactics. Hand selection, choosing quality. Starting hands. I tend to be quite selective with my starting hands, folding a lot and only playing hands that have a strong chance of winning or making a big hand. I prioritize high pocket pairs like aces, kings, queens, strong high card combos like ace-king and ace-queen, and suited connectors like king-queen suited. I avoid weak hands like 7-2 or low unsuited cards. Position, adapting to early, middle, and late positions. In early position, I play very tight, only opening with premium hands. In middle position, I open slightly more, adding hands like ace-jack suited or medium pairs. In late position, cutoff or button, I loosen up and play more aggressively, including weaker hands as steal attempts. Position allows me to act last post-flop, giving a big advantage. Betting tactics, mixing value bets and bluffs. I mix value bets, strong hands, with occasional bluffs to keep opponents guessing. For example, I will raise with premium hands like pocket kings or aces to build the pot, but sometimes I raise in late position with weaker hands to steal blinds. I also vary my bet sizing to make it harder to read my hand strength. Key insights and tactics, conditional aggression, and table image. 2. Advanced concepts I use in my pre-flop strategy. Conditional aggression. I'm aggressive only when certain conditions are met. Either I have a strong hand or a strong read on opponents. This maximizes value and minimizes risk. Table image. I maintain a table image that allows me to get away with occasional bluffs or steals. How I've been playing in previous hands affects how opponents react to my current moves. To recap my core strategy, I'm picky with my starting hands. I heavily factor in my table position, and I vary my betting to conceal hand strength. By doing these 3 things consistently, I set myself up to enter the flop in a favorable spot. Understanding these nuances can help you make better decisions against me, but executing a counter strategy is not easy. Even when you know what I'm doing pre-flop, you'll need precision, patience, and strong reads to consistently outplay me. If you liked what we just went through here and want to level up your pre-flop game, hit that subscribe button right now. Trust me, we've got plenty more strategy, real-life hand breakdowns, and poker insights coming your way that you won't find anywhere else. Also, don't just watch. Join the conversation in the comments. Tell me about your pre-flop strategy. What hands do you love? When do you decide to fold? I read every single comment, and I love seeing how different players approach the game. And one last thing, if you want to keep improving, turn on the notifications so you never miss a hand, a tip, or a story that could change the way you play poker. Remember, poker isn't just about luck. It's about decisions, discipline, and staying one step ahead. I'll see you at the tables, hopefully with a full stack this time.